Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome back to Milk Outside of a Bag, Milk Outside of a Bag, Milk. Now, we are gonna try to get all the endings, and to do that, I'm gonna follow a guide because otherwise I have no idea how you get the other endings. There are 5 of them though, and so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you guys, like, anything like that's considered part of the ending that like I haven't read yet. Like, I'm not gonna keep showing you me replaying the entire game because that's gonna take forever. So I think we already did ending 1, which is the shop ending. So to get ending 2, the phone ending, I have to not trigger the strangulation cutscene, which is you can trigger that by saying that's the thing, I have no idea, this is weird. So we're just gonna try to say stay silent. And so now we should be on the path of the phone ending. Instead of asking silly questions, help me find my fireflies. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. So this is the thing, I don't know if I need to find... Oh wait, no, I have to just collect her phone for this, Milk-chan. I don't think any of these really matter. And I think I read them before last time. So we'll just skip the dialogue involved in anything that I don't need to touch for these endings. Because I'm pretty sure last time I played I found all the fireflies, so I think that'll all be the same. Okay, so I'll just zoom you around to whenever something changes. Okay, so I didn't trigger strangulation cutscene, I don't think, and I think I got the girl's phone somehow, so I think that's all we need to get the telephone ending. Let's see if this worked. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going to go back to the starting point. No changes at all, a zero sum. Like your shirt. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. Oh, I also found out that this is a girl and her name is Milk-chan. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words trigger a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside of a bag of milk. And yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand you're worried about me. I know already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask, a really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today, a lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I won't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? I think I've read this before. Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop it, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down and started imagining them watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and started seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and I couldn't move for a while, and then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess? I feel like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there. I guess they like this place. They always follow me in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, well, still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? I think I read this before too. Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not, and meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Okay, yeah, this is different. Hello there. Thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know, this place is so empty, though. I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happen in my head, but they never left its premises. And it's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out? What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe. Nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 2 pizzas for the price of 2. Oh, 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good, pun not intended, and that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking, and even then my thoughts are meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but I'm a part of it? Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold, it's neutral. But at the same time, I feel... if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts? I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt to get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Wow, this is a longer ending than I thought. Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. This poor pizza man she's on the line with has been asking her all day what she wants to eat. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't fill the void. I'm part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point of it in having one? I feel like nobody's helping me. They should feel shamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. They're trying so hard to sell this pizza. I don't care about this place. I don't care that this place is empty here. I feel neither good nor bad. Ma'am, I just wanted your pizza order. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. The space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to an exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head's full of thoughts. A whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, it'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside my head, but what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. And my head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough. So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. It's my shirt. Session timeout. Please reload the page. What? It was all a dream. What a weird ending. I mean, not that the last one was normal either. Alright, cool. So now we can move on to ending 3. I think the lead up, like, through the dream sequence and stuff is still the same every single time, because it didn't seem like the dialogue changed at all from the last time I played, so I think I'll just skip to the actual, like, start of the cutscene for you guys, since it doesn't seem like there's that much of a difference in what's happening. Okay, we are now going for ending 3, the mirror ending. What we gotta do is not trigger the strangulation cutscene, don't collect the phone this time, there will be no existential pizza calls, and we have to collect 5 fireflies. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, we actually got her to get outside for this one. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on the windows, there are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely, living in endless silence. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel, sometimes more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. This... I've already told you, haven't I? About what? You know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. As if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake. To deceive, trick, and confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. You were the one to remember your promise. You didn't need the code word anymore. I don't like it when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you made that promise. And I'll keep it, but you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word brings me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. I don't know if this is the right ending. Is it? This does not involve a mirror. I think I unlocked a different ending than I intended to. Did we jump? Or is this a dream? I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. You're kinda mean. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short. I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to your logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail, as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself, without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important is it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns the pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. Oh, was she cyberbullied or something? From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though maybe I only decided that my body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. Oh, so she really did jump. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. Or maybe not? Maybe she's just dreaming of dying? That wasn't the ending I was looking for, though, I don't think. Oh, wait. No, the mirror smashed. Maybe I did do the right one? I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go toward my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk, and yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. I read all this. I'm just gonna skip it. Okay, I don't think there's any difference. Achievement unlocked. Everything is fine. Okay, so this is the right ending. Ugh, another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. And then it all went horribly wrong. Oh, God. That's not a good... Ugh, another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. It's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh, God. That is not supposed to look like that. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I don't think your face is the problem right now. I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not like I care too much. I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. We good? Oh, no, we're not good. This isn't good. Another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. She's not okay. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh, there's another me. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? What do the others at school think? Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. One more time? Oh! That's not right. Another terrible morning. Yeah. Okay, hurry up. Yes, Mom. How are we looking today? Very eye-y. Just going for that spidery look. Cheer up. One more time? Oh, well, that's different. I mean, you won't have to worry about your face anymore, right? Another terrible morning. Why is my face always so stupid? Wonder what the others at school will think. I don't want to be branded a loser. Well, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh, that's good. That's a good look. I like what we've done with our makeup. It's really good concealer. Good morning. I feel wonderful today. I can't wait for my first day at school. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. We're fine. We're doing great. Oh, well, you know, that's better than the other one, I think. At least it leaves a mystery of what the face looks like, you know? She might look normal on the other side. Maybe. Is the ending after she wakes up after a dream the same every time? If it is, then I might cut them out in the next couple ones. Actually, it's not that long. I guess I can keep it. Whatever. Alright. So I think there's one more we have to get? Or wait, no. There's 2 more we have to get. So now we're gonna go for ending 4. Room and field ending. Compal ending. Okay, and to do this, we must skip the first death sequence, the strangle one, find 4 of the fireflies in the room, and activate the second death sequence. So do not trigger the strangulation cutscene, do not collect the girl's phone, do not collect all 5 fireflies, trigger the laptop full dialogue answering, you'll end up returning to that subject anyway to the girl, and then go to the balcony. Okay. So we'll try to do that then. Okay, yeah, this is- okay, so this is ending 4, room and field ending. I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in the sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside of a suffocating casket, and the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off, until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking, small debris falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The wall runs away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and only the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposefully avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out towards it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hands stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch-black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door, like it's some wild animal, and so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away and I fall into a cold floor. Unable to keep my balance, it hurts. Stupid door, stupid nasty cursed door. I hate you, I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in a complete silence. Oh my god, all my phones are binging. Hold on. Okay. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice, coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for 10 minutes, but then the door doesn't even inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us hasn't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that, thanks to the inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab at empty space. Ah! Tears stream down my face and make numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my head away from the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help! The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point, that silence torture ends. Hey, I can see you! I try to reply, but the stifle whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I kept running for hours. I feel like the door is getting closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out a heavy, ragged breath in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them, and I don't want them to be silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? I don't understand don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No, go away! I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in the grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of night. And grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sounds and, I'm pretty sure, colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference, though? The wind howls. It's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indescribable echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass. Nobody can see me. Oh. The echo draws closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in panic. Where's the sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but got an instant reply. Oh! Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. It feels like I'm about to get absorbed by them, but... Ooh! Hey, where are you? Ooh! I can't understand where I should run to, and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just, there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endlessly wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The scream turns into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but... Hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, it's more like a whisper or wheeze. Ooh. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad, and the black spot is just a stone or a tree? I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree? Why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sound reaching my ears becomes even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying. At least I think so. Ooh. The horrifying voice is coming right behind me. I turn around instinctively and for some reason try to shield my face, but end up losing my balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty cackling rustle. Ooh. I've had enough. I spring up. The silhouette is still there, and at the same distance as before. Standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know? Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and then starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by new sounds, wheezes and moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of the eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. Oh, ow. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip, fall, run again. Ooh. No, 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 no. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. No, go away. An unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound and darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor, in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. I mean, it seems like for a second, like, it seems like the door, like the person behind the door and herself got switched around, like, when she was in the field, because, like, when she was in the dark room, she was, like, trying to get to the door, and the person on the other side of the door, I think it was them, at least. I thought they were the ones that saying, go away, but now, like, she's in the field, and the other person's trying to get to her, but now she's afraid. Weird stuff. But we only have one more to go, then, that means. Ending 5. The last ending. Stairs ending. Do not trigger the strangulation cutscene. Do not collect the girl's phone. Do not collect all 5 fireflies. Do not go to the balcony. And then, after that, we will be done. Okay, here we go. The last ending. That's a big drill or stairs or something. I guess it's the stairs. I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into a cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling, I know I spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. A billion pounds of concrete and millions of miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near the cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It's just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends? It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. I can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus, unmoving. Until the music stops, the bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard strings of words, while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures, just like mine, spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exist and not. I try to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction, up, down, or... The crowd notices the blood on Wozok's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him. Apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance, he walks out from the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly. Don't hide anything. I decide to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong, because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in the wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, you start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything is as it should be, and, with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices. Grow up. Only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that. Then, do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? And I think that's all the endings. Yep, still the same. Well, that is milk outside of a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk. Now, I'd be lying if I said I understood most of those endings. But, so I looked up the game because I was like, I don't know what's going on. Clearly she has some sort of mental illness, but I'm not very, familiar with many of them, so I decided to look up what other people thought was going on with her, and, it seems to be that she has psychosis, which is, let me read you the wiki definition. Psychosis is an abnormal condition of the mind that results in difficulties determining what is real and what is not real. Symptoms may include delusions and hallucinations, among other features. Additional symptoms are incoherent speech and behavior that is inappropriate for a given situation. There may also be sleep problems, social withdrawal, lack of motivation, and difficulties carrying out daily activities. Psychosis can have serious adverse outcomes. And this definitely seems to be the thing that she has. I mean, because she'd be talking about something and she'd like be jumping into like really weird random paths, you know, so that's definitely there. She can't sleep, she's got insomnia, she doesn't like going outside and talking to people, so that there's that social withdrawal. And she seems to have a lot of delusions and hallucinations with all those monsters she sees all the time. People are also saying that she has some trauma from something, and I'm guessing it's from her parents, because I think the last time I played the game, we saw the story of what happened when on her last day of school or something, and like her dad like yelled at her or something or like that, and like I think he told her to grow up or something, and then the parents were fighting, or either the parents were fighting or they weren't home. I forget, because she kept changing the story. But either way, it seemed like the parents didn't really care for her that much. But I don't know if that's true or not, because like in her room, she also has those papers on the wall that were like for the notes on how to take her medication that it seems like her mom wrote. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe like she's just like imagining things in her head, like different situations that are happening that might not be true or not, because we can't really rely on the girl as like a good source of information, because she has so many hallucinations, so it's hard to know what is truly happening or not. I don't know. Let me know, though, if you think this is a good representation of psychosis, or if you think it is psychosis. But that's all for this one. Thank you all for watching. This is Casper Kuma. Over and out. Bye.